What's up, guys? So you may be shocked. You see me as a Crimson Fist, which I have not played Crimson Fist for a very long time. I only played a week as a Crimson Fist in the past, and I was pretty much when I hit level 70 and first got Sage Naruto. Then shortly after, so level 70, and using Sage Naruto teams, I just pretty much kind of gave up on the Earth main. It doesn't really fit my playstyle. I don't really like to go, behind shields and stall out opponents, and it just takes too long in fights. So that's why I decided to go Earth main for various reasons today. Definitely give it a chance because it got a complete rework. But today is also a special video because of a challenge. So we have that. But there are a few things to go over before we get there. So on top of everything going on yesterday, I used up all my stamina. I had like 134 stamina potions. I used them all up, and I was basically focusing on Kazekage to get him Red Awakened since he was still green, and then I had Jigokudo as well to max out. So I was basically spending all my stamina to max out as many characters as I can, try to get as many Red Awakened, and I'm still trying to do that. From now on, I'm going to be trying to focus on all my main characters and just, get everybody Red Awakened. That is the dream. So going Earth main definitely changes things. I had to swap to a resistance mood because I always played around the shields. And Earth main got a pretty, unique makeover. And to kind of, get a lot of stuff tested at the same time, the next ninja I wanted to try out from Kage Treasures was Kazekage, just because a lot of people have been telling me to try him. And just, I figured I would try Sage Naruto and Kazekage teams. And then Jigokudo has also gotten an amazing buff, so it's pretty amazing. I mean, now he cancels all the debuffs to those two units instead of just canceling out one layer. So he did get a pretty good rework. And I would say, the Earth main did get changed. It kind of moved away from, so let's just get straight into the challenge, alright? So this video is for Glenn. Thank you, Glenn, for suggesting this. It's actually pretty interesting. When I first saw this comment last night, I never got challenged when it came to this game to do something like this. So alright, so whatever. I was asking Killwell, like, yo, would you have any suggestions for like a Fort Talent kind of thing? And, luckily Sage Naruto and Kazekage worked. So we pretty much decided to go Earth main. Fire main would have also worked. I pretty much try to go a class that a lot of people abandoned. So a lot of people abandoned Earth as well as Fire. And they're still very good in their own way. I would say the new Fort Talent that I like about the Earth main is Woodstyle Universe. It's pretty good damage. It's very unique. Chakra Wall is also an amazing mystery because of the 50% shield and the 40 chakra that you get. And defense knowledge is actually pretty good. So, I would say that, the chase doesn't really benefit this team. But, we still had to use all 4 talents, so we had to go for that. And we are using the Summon Jutsu for the Serpent just to maximize Sage Naruto's Rasen Shuriken technique. This team can get you a pretty much a round 2 Kazekage mystery thanks to Sage Naruto and the Earth main. So that's very cool. And then you have pretty good shields all around, good damage, and then you have yourself Jigokudo for the sustain. So we're going to be trying that team out in Survival Trial. I'm really looking forward to getting all my ninjas Red Awakened, but that will take a pretty long time. And in case you guys did notice, I do have the strongest title from Strong Approach. I basically went ahead and did Strong Approach last night. So I wasn't confident last night, trying to think of Strong Approach as an Earth main, even though it probably would have went down smooth, but I don't want to go from main to main and learn the Strong Approaches each week. But I will be, going through my teams, going through my main characters again. It was a very good experience playing Lightning main after the 2.0. So Lightning main has been very good to me, as well as Curse Hedon teams. I do want to go through all the main characters and try them out. But yeah, I used the same Mei Shirado as well as Kabuto team to get myself a score of 3,348. Rusty basically showed me the way to position it and told me to use Leech so it slightly help out. And it pretty much worked out a lot better. It's probably definitely not the highest score you can get as far as Hanzo goes. There are probably other teams that do get you higher scores, but that team did manage to do the job and slowly getting those medium threats. But I did promise to get you guys some free-to-play lineups, which the word free-to-play goes above and beyond. First of all, each free-to-play, every person that's a free player, has a different ninjas in the sense where they definitely try their luck into Seal Scrolls and manage to pull something amazing. Then you also have free players who will stack their coupons and purchase ninjas throughout events and stuff like that. So every free player is pretty much different from each other. So what I was, trying to do with Killua is pretty much try to bring the closest to free to play as we can for the teams. And honestly, like when it came to Azurfang, Wind Main, and Earth Main, you pretty much need to get yourself some kind of luck. So definitely Kage Treasures will make a big impact on that. Pains can do that as well. And then, even a Sage Naruto if you're really lucky and do manage to get him. But when it comes to the actual lineups, we have ourselves, so this is what Killua and I came up with. Midnight Blade is pretty straightforward. You see a lot of these teams, it's a variation. At this point in the game, Root of the Warrior teams are extremely strong for the Lightning Main, but you do have to watch out for enemy ninjas that can clear buffs, because Root of the Warrior, all your buffs could be cleansed from those three ninjas. So you have Kimimaro as a tank, you have Sasuke as a very good damage dealer as well as for the barrier, and then you have Iruka to buff. So you're pretty much focusing most of the damage in the Lightning Main. He will be pretty much there to carry you. You have the talents on the right side as well as the team. There are many variations. That's the thing you guys should realize, is that each Lightning Main has pretty much mostly the same ninjas and multiple variations for each style of team. This is one variation of this team. I have tried different variations, tried different ninjas. You could even try Jugo instead of Iruka if you don't have Iruka. But a lot of free-to-plays that I know did manage to stack up coupons and have at least a 2-star Iruka at this point in the game. So this is a very good lineup to go for, and I did use it in the past and it worked out pretty well. So that is one Lightning Main setup that we have for you. Then we go into Scarlet Blaze, which a lot of people abandoned, but it's still pretty good. So like I said, we're trying to keep it free to play as possible. Obviously, when it comes to ninjas, there are a lot of ninjas that are good, but it's just a matter of if you have them or don't. So it's kind of hard giving you a straightforward team. That's why you guys should go into the description of the video, check out the combo simulator, find the ninjas that you have, pick the main character that supports them, and pretty much try out other ninjas that you have and try to build a strong team. That's why when it comes to building a team, no one can do it better than yourself. Then you have yourself the Fire Main, which a lot of people are abandoning, and you'll be surprised to see Toby, but Toby is still really good. He still has his very high chase damage. His mystery still does pretty good damage, even though it doesn't start a combo anymore. And the 20 chakra he gives each round is pretty much a very good supportive role. So he's a very good supportive role with pretty good damage from chases as well. And the Fire Main has pretty it has pretty interesting and amazing fort talents. So the fort standard attack is very nice because it will hit 4 targets and ignite them, or has a chance to ignite them. And then the second passive, or the first passive, sorry, it gives an entire ninjutsu boost to your entire field. So it'll pretty much increase the Fire Main's damage on top of the Toby's chase damage and stuff like that. And then you also have Kakashi, because at this point you should have most free-to-play ninjas 5-star if you're a free player. So Kakashi and Hinata are definitely 5-star and will do pretty good. So this is one team that you could do. Clone Dragon Flame did take a hit, but it's still a very good mystery when it comes to the damage being dealt. So this is one Fire Main team, and pretty much the second lineup is going to be a slight variation, which kind of gives you more control against Kage Ninja setups. So you will run Hinata as well. Then you have yourself Toby in the backline for support, and then you have yourself a 3-star Sausage Uchiha Elise, which a lot of free players will have him 5-star. And the reason why you have him is because he can also has a pretty good mystery, even though he does require a field for it first. But his field is also a way to cancel out Kage barriers. So if you're fighting an enemy Kage team with a passive barrier, and your Sasuke doesn't get interrupted, you can pretty much use Sasuke as a way to get rid of it. So he serves 2 purposes, and thanks to Toby giving 20 chakra each round, you can basically Hinata round 1 and Sasuke as well. So these kind of teams are very free-to-play friendly. Hopefully they do help you out. Thanks to Killua for always being there when it comes to making some kind of theory crafting teams and testing stuff out. So that's pretty much the teams we came up with. When it comes to all the other Kage Treasure ninjas, so this is where it gets. So for water mains, alright, let me just give you a very good way, or certain ninjas that you can see in water. So Sailor Sakura is amazing. Mabui is amazing. Mei is definitely the best water ninja in the game. Chojuro is very good. Ao is also very good for controls. You can even use them for fires. So the thing is, when it comes to the other mains, all I can really do is suggest you teams, because doing a fully free-to-play team is kind of difficult. Even if you do 10 Kage, like just regular ninjas from the Kage treasure, like Tarun would be pretty interesting to use if you're running Earth. You know, maybe try something with Yamato, Tarun. I'm not sure who the third ninja is. Kurotsuchi is also very good. You have seen her. She's also good for a Earth team. I even seen some water teams actually use her. Wind is very situational. Conan is amazing. Empress teams are amazing. You also have Sage Naruto, who's really good. Kaze Kagegara. Then you also have Tamari, which is somewhere down in the list. The Kaze Kage version as well, or the Kage Treasure version, which is right here. So there's a lot of ninjas that are good. Hopefully those 3 teams do help you out. And just, they're very free-to-play friendly, so I really don't expect everybody. You can have your own twist, your own variation, use pains, use all these kind of rare ninjas you obtained over your time. But it's pretty difficult to do fully free teams, since every free player is different. And, the last thing to go over is pretty much Origiri himself managed to go ahead and get himself a King of Hell. But he managed to get it on a free draw last night, which the funniest thing is when these kind of screenshots always come my way, they're always in like potato 180p. I really wonder what kind of toothbrushes people use to screenshot. I have never had a toothbrush in my life that could screenshot. When I went to my Facebook group, luckily someone posted a higher resolution photo. But the first one I saw was terrible quality. So guys, please stop using toothbrushes to take screenshots. Use Lightshot. Even the mini client has a built-in screenshot feature. So just please crop out your email and just send the original thing. But Origiri managed to get on a free draw, which I'm guessing he put at least over 1,000 summoning scrolls into it. So this is the only proof that I've ever seen that you can pretty much draw the King of Hell from an actual summon. I'm not sure if this was a 2.0 change. Maybe the King of Hell has a like a super rare kind of thing for the summons in general. So you probably do have to have a certain amount of summoning scrolls before you pull that, or it's a very, very, very low chance. So no idea what's been happening, but that is the only screenshot I've ever seen where you can actually get a King of Hell, and that's actually the first time I've seen anybody have any sort of contact or even seen Origiri speak. Over the course of time, it's kind of funny the way the game developed. All the top players in the game, as far as power goes, they really stayed independent. They didn't talk to anybody, or they would just keep to a very select few amount of people. So for them to actually start reaching out to their own server and community is a very new change. And King of Hell is definitely a really good summon, especially for when it comes to the future, because most of the new summons that China got, they revolve around 10-hit combos, if not more. And it just starts revolving. A lot of stuff can work out against 10-hit combo teams and multiple combo teams. Even later on in China, you will have chases that require 30 hits. So it's going to impact the way we build teams, but it's also, a fun way to do it. So let us go ahead and finish off Survival Trial. So we're using all the 4 talents, Sage Naruto, Earth Main, then we can bring ourselves Kaze Kagegara and Jigokudo. Now what expectations do I have? None. But we will try to get this done. With the shields and the Jigokudo, I'm pretty sure we could do it. And all 4 talents, make sure you select your talents because Survival Trial is different. Defense knowledge is pretty interesting because he gives your entire team 60% defense and 60% resistance, and 20% defense. So the shields are very strong. Ideally you would want to run Urge style, but since we have to use the 4th talent challenge, we're pretty much gonna have to use the entire right row. So I do have a main team that is more suited for this, which we will be using, and trying it out for a few days. Maybe go wind, main, and water. There's a lot of cool concept teams that I would like to go for. So we really just need to decide what we want to go for. Pretty much just want to, I honestly don't have that many expectations. That is just what it is. It's getting pretty risky because of the ignites already. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. But we will try. Actually, I don't really think we can risk the Kaze Kagegara round 2. We're probably gonna have to go Sage Naruto, just to try and cancel out his Sage Naruto. And then Jigokudo managed to get immobilized, so it doesn't work out exactly as we thought. But then we should go ahead and Kaze Kagegara just to get ourselves a triple cleanup, or at least a double now. Okay, maybe a single. Okay, so this is the first time I'm actually using a Kaze Kagegara in the team. I should have probably saved it for next round, because then we would have. Oh, then there's a new standard attack. Okay, so this is like gonna this kind of fire main is like just really destroying the idea of this team. It's around shields, and ignites and poisons are pretty much the best way to kill shields, unless you have somebody that drops them. So it's really rough the way that works out. Maybe we have better luck in this fight. Alright, maybe we do. I'm honestly hoping we can actually go ahead and finish Survival Trial. Gara's getting pretty low, so we're gonna have to chakra wall him for sure. I don't have any interrupt for his Gara though, which is a pretty big problem. And yeah, we're gonna lose our barrier, and then next round, we're gonna have to try and kill off the wind main basically. So we're gonna probably go for a Kazekage Gara mystery just to see what kind of capabilities he has. The good thing is, when I had regular Gara, I personally never liked him. My Gara was like paper, and everyone else's Gara was pretty much amazing and just was like a brick wall. So I just never had a good success with the first Gara, and I never really used him early game either, so it didn't give me that much success or like any kind of early game push, yeah, you could say. So let's just see. And the funny thing is, damn, we don't have any freaking shields. I forgot about that. It's a fully 4th talent team, and we kind of really do need to get ourselves the standard attack as well as the passive that gives you shields. So yeah, like I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Like I was looking at the main team, realizing it was pretty good, and then I realized a lot of the stuff here are just not gonna work out. So yeah, I have faith though. Jigokudo is definitely needed for the extra heals though, and then hopefully just Earthmain shields. I should have probably shielded Earthmain himself, and then I can get him to start using his immobilize, thanks to the 4th talent that does that, which is actually pretty good. And it doesn't do like significant or very good damage, but on top of that, it actually does manage to give you more control. So that's the one thing I really didn't like, as far as I guess Earth mains, is that the fights tend to drag on. I like to play a very fast pace when it comes to this game, so I'm always trying to win within like 3 rounds, or the goal is just to destroy somebody within 2 rounds and then win, which is it. So let's try a different approach. We're gonna shield ourselves. This way we can keep the immobilize, and having the Earth main more of a back row gives him more of a supportive role, which should be pretty interesting. And then we lose the barrier to Sausage. So the team is doesn't really have any means to stop it, unless you would run a interrupt mystery for the Earth main. But that's what I like about it. He pops out that little tree. Oh man, like freaking Karate Kid right there, bonsai trees. I know, like I'm always slow on these things. Like I'm always slow when it comes to clicking for Survival Trial. But it's just, we're trying to enjoy it. Alright, we're not stressing out. This is a purely fun-based lineup. So hopefully it brings us more fun. And then next round we can go ahead and, so it actually works out a little bit better for having the Earth main with the shield. But then we really revolve around, Jigokudo being there to keep the team up. And then, oh damn, I forgot, I meant to save the Kazekage Gara for next round. Okay, maybe, it was a plan, it was a strategic move right here. So, it's alright. But yeah, only 4 talents isn't gonna get you too much done. Well, actually, wait, this was the next round. Huh, okay, I did not see the next round pop up. So yeah, the little bonsai tree has been doing a little bit of work. Definitely gonna be interesting once we get into, I guess, the breakthroughs. That's gonna definitely get a lot interesting. But it's actually enjoyable, even with the 4 talents all around. The Sage Naruto and Kazekage Gara are doing pretty good. And Jigokudo gets his heal off once in a while, so we're staying decent. So I actually think Survival Trial lately hasn't been that lucky for me. I remember when you actually start getting a lot of frags, and then it kind of just drops down. You really start getting rarely any amount of those fragments. So, it's just gonna be pretty interesting the way it works out. So let's see. We're gonna have to go off to the Earth main. Definitely give ourselves the shield. And that's just the good way it's gonna work. 1 second. Alright, so we got ourselves a Chio, which, the main Chio, Queen Bee, took a big hit. And it was very unfortunate. We did not see this in the community. We had high hopes for Chio. We wanted her to have a long life. and she ended up sacrificing herself a little bit too early. So honestly, you know, it was just a shocker. But the water main is something I really want to go for, because the chaos, instead of the immobilize on all her standards, is, you know, really insane. Especially if you want to stack up your water main. And Killua is messing around with like a Azurfang tank lineup now. So the Azurfang has, you know, pretty much utilizing the 4th standard attack, and as well as, you know, whatever other stuff, you know, stacking HP and just doing high amounts of damage based on that. So this is where we're going to get kind of screwed up. The poison is very dangerous. It's very dangerous at this point. On the bright side, he can't do the Sasuke barrier, so it does buy us a little amount of time. I definitely say, like, I just want to Kazekage Gaara, just because the animation. He fell asleep. Alright, you know, I could have probably done it. You know, I'll just do a Kazekage, why not? You know, they're pretty low HP. Maybe we can get lucky. We did manage to keep our barrier for now, so we'll have to see. And we still managed to keep it so good enough that Sasuke has a pretty slow mystery when it comes to that. And it's just always like, okay, so the damage was pretty significant. So the poison and the ignites didn't really get to us, but Sage Naruto is still always carrying the team. That's just how it was even before Kage Treasures in general. You know, Sage Naruto is still amazing, regardless of what era he is at this point. Before Kage's, and you know, he is still putting in the work. So a Sasuke for Earth main, like, I don't know what is going on here. This is some wild sorcery going on. It's actually fun to play with the 4 talents because it handicaps myself. So, you know, the funny thing is that the breakthrough is actually easier, or at least feels easier than the whatever it is. The first half of Survival Trial, that's definitely what it at least seems to be. And the team is pretty tanky, even without shields. So I can only imagine the potential with shields in general. And, you know, it was a better choice to start giving myself the shield, just to kind of, you know, get that immobilized every round. So the Earthmain becomes like a really mini Hashirama, I guess. Which is, you know, Hashirama's a beast, so there's nothing wrong with that. Utilizing all the other talents. I would have to, you know, like, I would have to take a look into a lot of things, because today is Tuesday. So there is Sage World Battlefield. And on top of that, you do also have Ninetales, which I never really had that much success when it comes to Earth main teams for Ninetales. And the talents being slightly changed. I probably say that, yeah, you know, it's going to be very, very significant. So, you know, with this 4 talent team actually managed to work out. But hopefully, you know, the few lineups and ninja suggestions that I gave you guys will help you find a team. It's honestly not as hard as you think it is to make a team. What I always used to do is go into the combo simulator, find any ninjas that you want to use, and see what pretty much main character could buff them the most. That is what you pretty much want to do at all times. And, you know, that's pretty much the way I've always been building teams. It's never really been that hard. You know, we have a combo simulator, and at this point you do want to use yourself the Chinese one, just because it has the, you know, the proper chases as well as 4 talents to account for. So you should definitely use that one. And when it comes to everything else, personally, you know, the English one needs to get, you know, the English simulator needs to get some work. I don't know who is doing it over there, but people are falling asleep. Like, that's exactly how long it's taking. The 3rd round came way too fast. I was not prepared for that. Oh man, the May is gonna hurt unless we can win in this round. So I believe in Kazekage Gaara. He will keep this dream alive. Alright, he will do it for Naruto. You know, just in case we do have ourselves a Jigokudo resurrection, but we know we don't need that. We don't need that out here. We have a pretty good, solid lineup. And we actually did manage to get ourselves. So it's and then the last fight in the breakthrough. Yeah, breakthrough is definitely a lot easier than it used to be for me. Before the merge, breakthrough was harder. So, you know, we did the 4 talents challenge though. We are on the last fight here. And I'm honestly just, you know, I want to see Kazekage Gaara with Sage Naruto in a proper lineup. Now, it's pretty much best to run Gakido instead of Jigokudo. But maybe for Survival Trial, yeah, you know, probably do Jigokudo just for the extra heals. But even then, Gakido should work out. especially against ignites and poisons, because your shield should keep you safe. So it's honestly not that bad when it comes to it. So, regular lineup will work out well. Team instance wise, I'm going to have to go get a new support Nintendo team. And then Ninetales is pretty much I have to suffer for Ninetales for one night. So maybe I'll switch back to a different main tomorrow. Wednesday is Great Ninja War, so I'm going to actually switch back to Lightning. And then after I switch back to Lightning, Thursday I'll switch back to another main character. So that is what I'm going to do, hopefully. I definitely feel like I should switch to Lightning for Great Ninja War. And just because, I feel the most comfortable with the Lightning main. So I know pretty much what it is capable of. And there are already a few, really good Great Ninja War lineups that I have for the Lightning main in general. But, Kaizer Kagegara dropping the pyramid on everybody. Illuminati out here. Alright, triangles in the air, 90-degree angles. And, the team managed to survive. It might have not been the cleanest way to win, but it is, doing its job. It has completed the challenge for us. So once again, thank you, Glenn. This video was for you, man. We did manage to clear it with the 4 talents, and we managed to go through survival trial. So if it were like in a regular PvP situation, like Sage World Battlefield or Arena, probably would have been a completely different story. But it doesn't matter. A win is a win at the end of the day. So this was the 4th team challenge. Then we have ourselves the main team, which I have seen Blind Eye on my server use before, and it's pretty much like cancer to the max. So Sage Naruto is good damage. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think he actually did use Sage Naruto. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he did use this team. So Kaizer Kagegara, Sage Naruto work well together with the Earth main, and then Gakido is there to be more annoying. Give you a pretty big shield from his mystery, which is 80% of the resistance. And then you also have yourself him clearing 1 layer of debuffs twice per round. So it's pretty nasty. Then the lineups, Earth Style Boulder Jutsu, because it gives you a shield at the start of the battle, which is very strong. Like, can you imagine the shield potential with defense knowledge though? So you could kind of risk that up. Use defense knowledge and just keep stacking up the Earth Styles. And then you do have a Gakido shield as well. So that is some really good potential. But, I'm going to stick with Earth Style Boulder Jutsu. Primary Lotus for Chase Serpent as well. Word Style Universe because of the Immobilize. Earth Style for more shields. And Chakra Wall because it's pretty insane. 50% shield and 40 chakra points. So that is going to be it for the video today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with who knows what. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do for tomorrow. We had a challenge planned today. Maybe a different team? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get something planned out. And then hopefully the next events, which are Thursday, are going to be something amazing. But I'll see you guys then.